Elaine Thompson Herah, Shakira Richardson, Marie-Josée Talou, Sharika Jackson, all line up in what promises to be the fastest women's 100 meters race for the 2023 season. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button, and finally leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, you ready? Yep, good to go. Well, at the Prefontaine Classic 2023, which is slated to begin on the 16th to the 17th of September 2023, the final Wonder Diamond League showcase, so to speak. I think the premier event, the marquee event, will have to be the women's 100 meters, and this features some of the best on the planet. Fast rising back to form, Elaine Thompson Herah lines up against the fastest in the world for the 2023 Sharika Jackson, and the fastest in the world Shakira Richardson, also the world champion. Dina Asher-Smith is also slated to run, as well as Jamaica's Natasha Morrison, not to mention Twanisha T.T. Terry will always also be there, and Zoe Hobbs is also lined up in this one. The remarkable Marie-Josée Talou, as well as Imani Lansiquot of Great Britain. All these ladies are lined up in what I think could become the fastest 100 meters for women for the entire 2023 season. And this includes that insane 10.65 that broke the world championship record in the women's 100 meters that was set by Shakira Richardson just a few weeks ago. Why do we think it's going to be the fastest? Here's why. World silver medalist in the women's 100 meters in Budapest, Sharika Jackson, who is also the fastest woman for the 2023 season and the 5th fastest all-time in the women's 100 meters, with that scintillating 10.65 that she ran at the Jamaica National Trials.
Off it goes. Very, very good start by Sharika Jackson. Natasha Morrison is on the premises. Thompson Herah is knocking on the door as well. Step forward, Sharika Jackson, imperiously.
It is hard to imagine that Sharika Jackson will not want to prove that she should have won that 100 meters in Budapest, and therefore will press herself to the fastest 100 meters she has ran for the 2023 season. Then, of course, there is this one, the great one, the Gazelle, the fastest woman alive, the second fastest all time, Elaine Thompson Herah in the women's 100 meters, who seems to be coming back into form very late into the season. In the last week or so, we have seen her go from 11 seconds flat to 10.92 to 10.84. And based on her own words, she thinks she's in the best shape she's been in for the 2023 season. Not to forget that she won the Prefontaine Classic in that astounding 10.54 in 2021, and again won in 2022. I think she's here to wreak havoc, and I do believe she has a huge chance of winning. It's just a feeling that I have.
Great start from Dina Asher-Smith, as always. Head up into the transition phase now, running really well. Hobbs also going well, but here comes Thompson Herah. Thompson Herah from 60 on, moving away, and she gets the victory. 10.80.
So do not be fooled. Elaine Thompson Herah is going to be a huge factor in that race this weekend. Remember, we told you so. The numbers don't lie, and in this instance, our gut is telling her that she's coming with, there's an old Jamaican song where say, blood in our eye. She's coming. She's going to be a factor. Then, of course, there's Cote d'Ivoire's Marie-Josée Talou, who was sorely disappointed in the finals in Budapest after her astounding 10.75 run early in the season. I think she's here to wreak havoc and to take vengeance. Talou should not be underestimated.
In the world behind Shakira Richardson this year.
Women's 100 meters. And a good start by Talou and Svoboda in 3. Who will emerge from the pack? Talou now up high in stride and to the line will take the win. And
Talou will have a lot to prove. But you know who's going to have a lot to prove? This young lady, the current world champion, Shakira Richardson, who in 2021 was embarrassed at the Prefontaine Classic, and in 2022 was not able to beat the then champion, Elaine Thompson Herah. I think this young lady, 23 years, who is on fire in terms of confidence, wants to prove a point and may run the fastest time she has ran also for the 2023 season. That is a time faster than 10.65. In fact, I can bet money on it. This young lady, Shakira Richardson, will have a lot to prove. Then, of course, there's the final person, the final thing, the final factor, which is the Hayward Field Stadium itself. Because of how high it is above sea level, because it is known to be an extremely fast track. Remember, Elaine Thompson Herah ran that 10.54 on that track 2 years ago. I think we may see a sub 10.6 in this 100 meters race. The very fact, if the wind is right and if the weather is conducive, with all the other factors, Elaine Thompson Herah wanting to prove a point, Shakira Richardson wanting to cement her place as one of the greatest in the world, Sharika Jackson wanting to have revenge to prove that she could have won at 100 meters, and Talou, who has a lot to prove, plus the actual stadium, which is meters above sea level, as well as an immensely fast track. If all the conditions are right, we are looking at something faster than the 10.65. That's our personal opinion. This should be the fastest race for the 2023 season in women's 100 meter track and field. Just think about all the factors that we just told you. Every one of those 4 athletes have something to prove. Now, the only drawback, I think, is Sharika Jackson is really concentrating on running that 200 meters. That's her real concentration. So she may not be all there. And in fact, I think that may have been a factor why she didn't win. Again, not taking anything away from Shakira Richardson, who is just at the top of her game presently. But I do think that these 4 women, plus the very fact that they're running in one of the fastest stadiums on the planet, which is meters above sea level, the combination of all of these factors, we are very, very convinced that this women's 100 meters, to which to us is the marquee event at this Prefontaine Classic, we think we may see the fastest women's 100 meters, if not of all time, certainly for the 2023 season. But like I said, all these factors are in place, but one more thing has to happen. The weather has to be working in our favor. The wind has to be working in our favor. And all these athletes have to hit the ground at their healthiest, rested and ready to run. Now, I would love to know what you think, but this, of course, is my 2 cents. I hope we've convinced you. Have we convinced you that this may be the fastest women's 100 meters for the entire 2023 season? Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless her.